I used to think things would hold, that if we just told the truth louder, wrote the right story, passed the right law, things would bend back toward reason. But now I look around and wonder, how does this end? When does this end? Is this it? Sometimes I think I'm just watching the world collapse in real time, and no one's coming to stop it. I don't want to watch anymore. I want to understand, or maybe I want to matter. The hall awaits, seeker. You have watched long enough. Now you must walk. The Curria, not heaven, not history, but somewhere in between, where conscience speaks, and sometimes it listens back. Welcome back, my friend, or perhaps welcome forward. The world you left behind teeters on a knife's edge, but here the balance still listens. As you know, this place, the Curria, is where memory stands trial, that arm, and conscience writes the verdict. I didn't come for history, I came for a warning and a way out. A quest, then? Good, because the future has teeth, and it has already begun to bite. The world you left, it's unraveling. And not for the first time. But what is different now is that the very idea of a future is in peril. Not just lives or cities or borders. The capacity to imagine what comes next is fading. You're saying people can't see the future? No, I'm saying they've stopped looking. Or worse, they've replaced the future with a performance no one believes. They only react. The screen, the feed, the tribal cry. The future becomes a battlefield of distraction. And democracy, climate, reason, all of them hang on a thread woven together, frayed together. What happens if the thread snaps? That, dear Scott, is precisely what the Curria fears you must see. Each key opens a different hall in the Curria. Some halls show what was, some what is, but one key opens the locked door to what may be. The Hall of Future Sorrows? Yes, a chamber glimpsed only once in an age, for in it are the consequences of inaction, not prophecy, but potential. And to enter you must forge the key yourself with 3 trials. Trials? Trial 1, the trial of the withered flame, where hope fails. Trial 2, the trial of the crownless voice, where democracy shatters. Trial 3, the trial of the broken sky, where creation weeps. And if I fail, then you return the way you came to watch it all end. These trials will not test your strength, they will test your sight. Do you see? Do you feel? Do you still believe in tomorrow? Let's find out. This flame once burned with the dreams of humankind. It is the flame of hope, not optimism, not delusion, but the sacred stubbornness that refuses to surrender. Why is it dying? Look at them as the snuffed candles, each one a soul that gave up, that chose despair over action, that stopped believing change was possible. You think climate change begins with carbon? It begins here, when the will to fix it flickers out. And without hope, there is no movement. Without movement, no future. I see this everywhere. People just shut down because they've been taught that cynicism is wisdom, that nothing can be fixed. that believing is foolish. Hope cannot be forced, it must be kindled, and so your trial begins. 3 souls will come to you now. Each stands at the edge of surrender. You must speak to each one, not as a savior, but as a brother. If even one candle relights, the trial is past. If none do, the flame in the center will vanish, and with it, the key. Okay, I'm ready.
I studied everything, read every book, protested, voted, and it changed nothing. The world is still ruled by billionaires and fools. Why should I believe any more?
Because your belief never belonged to them. Because hope is not a contract, it's a calling. You don't fight because you know you'll win. You fight because it's right to fight, because when you stand up, even in darkness, someone else sees you and finds their courage. I work 2 jobs, I come home exhausted, every month is a panic, every year worse. You want hope, I want rest. You're not wrong to want rest, but your labor, your pain is part of the fire. Your hope doesn't have to be loud, it can be quiet, it can be holding your kid's hand, it can be getting up again and again. When the world counts you out, that is not weakness, that is defiance.
I don't feel anything anymore. Every headline is worse than the last. Everything's on fire and nobody really cares. So why should I?
Because you do care, that's why you feel nothing. It's your armor. You're shut down, but numbness is not the end. It's the beginning of the climb back. You're not dead, you're just tired. Let yourself feel, even if it hurts. Feeling means you're still alive, still human. You passed, and not because you gave answers, because you listened. Hope is not a fantasy, it is a virtue, and like all virtues, it must be chosen daily. One trial down, and 2 to go. The second is darker still, the trial of the crownless voice, where democracy screams unheard.